Hello, I'm Zen coming from Essence of Zen. Today I'm going to give you my predictions of 2016 for the world of technology. Stay tuned. So as you can probably tell already, or if you can't, because it's going to take some time to learn how to write 2016 on paper instead of 2015. But it is now 2016, and with a new year comes a new set of predictions for how the technology industry will flow for this given route of technology. Personally, I have 5 predictions set out that I think is going to occur this year and is going to be the main focus of many tech-driven industries, ranging from your mobile devices to what you actually get in and drive if you're old enough to drive and actually have a vehicle. So the first thing I actually want to target is mobile technology. So we've been seeing an increase in layout design technology for mobile phones, tablets. What I suspect is we're going to see a lot more in these new nuances of mostly gimmicks. So as we've seen from Apple, they have their 3D touch and then their Force touch. And personally, while I do kind of find this a bit gimmicky, I do say it is a refreshing idea for devices. However, I still find the concept, I find it a little bit weird, and I kind of just would prefer a left click and a right click. And you can still have your Force trackpad and Force touch for like your phones and things, but mainly for like your laptop devices, why not still have a left and a right click and also a trackpad that has the Force touch? Moving on though, the convertibles. The convertibles are coming, and not the cars. We're gonna get to that later. So Microsoft is pretty much wedged their way into the technology industry world with a phenomenal set of devices. Whether you like them or whether you don't, the idea is still a awesome, bloody idea. I can take a tablet, or rather, you can take a tablet, nice simple tablet, and you can make it into something like a laptop, and you're still good to go. The only thing that's missing here is the idea that Asus had a while back with their Android tablet of taking a phone and sliding into the tablet to turn a phone into a tablet and a tablet into a laptop. And what's next? A laptop into a desktop. I'm telling you, those are coming. Maybe not this year in terms of the whole, all the convertibles, like a phone to a tablet to a laptop to a desktop. That within itself is probably going to be next year. But I'm telling you, you're gonna see more convertibles, because we seen them last year with Asus with their laptop. I forget the name of the model. Forgive me. No, it wasn't Asus. It was MSI. Whereas a laptop you put on the machine, you lock the lever in, and it had the power of a desktop. So we already seen the laptop to a desktop, and like the Surface Pro, we already seen the tablet to a pseudo laptop. And now they released their Surface Book, which is literally a tablet into a laptop. And it's awesome. I love the convertibles. I want to see more of it. I want to see the prices drop. I really do. But they're coming. And with things like Google coming in with the Pixel C, which... but yeah, I want to see more convertibles. I want to see more. I want to see more. Virtual reality is our number 3. It has made a big splash, and you could see this happening, and it was already predicted back years ago when the Wii from Nintendo first made their debut with the motion controls, because everyone thought, okay, motion controls can be fun depending on the game and the situation, but what could be useful with motion controls is virtual reality. And we're seeing people like HTC with Valve and PlayStation with their Project Morpheus, I believe, and of course Oculus Rift. All these things coming together, and they're trying to make these apparatus for the body and the hands to create this fully fledged nice virtual reality, all the way up into things like Google Glass and Microsoft's HoloLens. All right, from that, and how augmented reality is also being side by side with virtual reality, and it's amazing. I can't wait to see what happens. Of course, the point of entry is nowhere near consumer models just yet. Of course, consumers were going to shell out a bunch of money for it because it's going to be like the early access of hardware. They're going to complain when it's not working properly because, again, it's early hardware. But it's going to be a blast of a time. And personally, I do want a Google Glass. I do. I also want the Microsoft HoloLens. I do. And I really do want an Oculus Rift. I do. So, Google, Microsoft, Oculus/Facebook, if you're listening, I would love to try it out. CPUs is coming in with my fourth prediction of massive, or I won't say massive changes, but very intricate and important changes. So we've already seen people from different universities, MIT and etc., creating new types of computer or central processing units where they're trying to find a better way of cooling them. And a nice article, I'll link it in the description below. I can't remember what, I believe it's MIT. They created a new silicon type based model where these tubes are actually built into the CPU for water cooling. And while you're wondering, well, I can still use a block, yes, but when you're closer to the actual processing unit with this type of airflow and liquid flow, you get better cooling. That aside, you have things like the Intel Skylake, which is not a massive improvement, but a very important improvement nevertheless. Things with AMD still pushing out there. I know a lot of people think AMD is dying, but I'm still a lover of AMD CPUs. I actually do also love their GPUs. I believe they need a little bit more support for their GPUs. So if you just look at the processing units and how they're changing, we may see a new type of architecture for motherboards specifically catered to new types of CPUs. That's probably my most out there prediction, but I'm sticking to it. And of course, number 5 is our vehicles. Cars, motorcycles, hoverboards. We're going to see a lot more technology based on transportation appear in 2016, and it's about damn time. Other countries have things like, better trains, better public transportation. And while America, we're still focused on the individual transport systems, we're still going to see an improvement, mainly towards electric. And of course, the gas industry is not going to die out because it's the gas industry and, they're rich and they still have oil to burn, so they're going to keep using petroleum type devices. But the point still stands that when you have people like Elon Musk with their Tesla series and their battery packs for housing, and you have people who are inspired by hover devices and all this, you're gonna see awesome tech come out. And when I guarantee you, once Tesla Motors has a better stance and a better seat for electronic devices or electronic cars, we're going to see other companies follow suit. We've already seen it from Volkswagen, although they have themselves a lot to make up for ever since their gas debacle. We're gonna see a lot more in that, so I cannot wait. So those are my predictions. If you agree with them, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. If you have your own predictions, let me know. All in the comment section below. If you like the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. But if you do leave a dislike, let us know why, so we can better improve on these videos in the future. Subscribe if you want to see more. Share with your friends and see if you can guess how right I am for the future. And if I'm wrong, you can actually come back, use this video, and nail me to the wall. But that's essentially it, guys. I have been Zen Okami from Essence of Zen. I will see you all in the next video. But until then, as always, take care.